Uh, let's go get our tasks done so we can finally get off of Navis again and go somewhere interesting, shall we? So, the first thing that I wanted to look at is how much did we improve our green circuit production by when we upgraded those belts? It looks like previously we were capped out at like 2,000 per minute, and we have now gone to 5,500 per minute. So that's pretty good. And since that's our major bottleneck on producing, well, anything, basically, I need a second iron plate screen. Since that's our bottleneck on producing anything, hopefully the addition of some extra throughput there is really going to help us out. Let's go grab an engine. Let's minimize Twitch in the background because I can see myself playing. What did you run out? You ran out of plastic. Oh, because we're running out of oil again. Alright, so a couple things before we go build our last train station stops. And get off of this rock. Number one, new iron plates train. Because the Green Circuit Factory is drinking everything we produce right now. Number two, grab a bunch of speed 2s and start putting them in your oil wells. Because you're going to need it. Number three, build your 6 more rail outposts that you need. Number four, get on your ship to Fulgora and leave. Also gonna need some rocket fuel for this. 2 entities being damaged? I don't care. And hopefully, once this green circuit backlog clears, the rest of this comes together very, very quickly. But we'll see. I think it will, but it's entirely possible that I could be wrong. Give you the appropriate color. Give you a little bit of fuel. And let's go find another iron plate strain that I can just copy off of. There should be one parked up out here, right? Yeah, your iron plate pickup into iron plate drop off. Knock yourself out. Go get him, Tiger. So that should be green circuits pretty well sorted. Are you ready to accept a new train? You're at 36 of 38. And the green circuit train looks like he's parked over here currently. You're just waiting to go to pickup. So we don't need a second green circuit train. One green circuit train is about all that we can handle right now. We still don't have a surplus of roboports, but I think I'm just going to start stealing roboports out of the factory outpost boxes. No, not that. These. And these. And these. And some of these. And I should probably bring some of these too. We're going to go configure our logistics networks manually. I'd also like some of these, please. Thank you. Do you have any more? You do have more. Oh. I need many of these. Because your filter's not set up correctly. No wonder. So you need to go in there. You are correct. You're correct. You're correct. It was just that one that I forgot. Alright. Fair enough. Off we go. Off we go. And I'm going to do the uranium ammo upgrade later. I'm not going to tear these entire walls down just yet, because that's a lot of space to defend. We're just gonna burn through repair packs instead. And occasionally replace a turret. The important thing is that it'll be automated. I can take my trip to Fulgora, I can unlock EM plans, I can come back, and then we can start to think about some broader expansion, but we build like the Gleba spaceship. So, let's get you hooked up to this network. 1, 2, 3, 4. You will go about here. You will go about here. And that will give you coverage on everything. Drag power back to these. You're chilling, and then you'll need to come out this way. Not very far. Just about this far. And then we'll power you as well. And then I'm just going to have this logistics grid connect up to this up here because I'm lazy. So we can run you through here diagonally, a little something like this. And then we'll pull you across to here. Power you like here, and you're powered already. So that's this wall covered. Good to go. We need to head down and do the southern wall, the eastern wall as well. You are currently trying to request a train. But because we can't currently fill the outpost train, he is not going to be able to stop there. Mining prod 9 is done. Moving on to mining prod 10. And then we've got some artillery upgrades and some LDS upgrades queued up after that. Sounds fine. Don't love that you're going to intersect with this copper patch, but we can fix it later. And then we'll just grid you out this way. That should be far enough back that it's not going to be under imminent threat from biters. I think if a spitter is able to hit all the way back there, something else on this wall has gone catastrophically wrong. And then we need to pull you to the south. Yeah, you guys can fix that wall up while you're here. That's fine. To there. Yeah, and I'm going to keep it going past that, too. I have 3 more. That should be enough. So that stop is going to handle a lot up here. But I think it makes sense. Actually, it's just going to take 2. Beauty. And then we need to do that one as well. This one is done. It's just waiting for its concrete. But we're going to need to stop back into base to pick up more roboports, because we're out. Alright, that should be coverage of everything to the east except for this small segment that we still need to wrap up. So let's go take care of that. The southeast is done. We need to do northwest, and we need to do southwest, and then we will be all set. Once production actually catches up. Which I think it should. Let's see if our green circuit production is leveled off a bit. Oh, yeah. We're hitting a consistent 6K per minute now. That's good to see. It's only a matter of time before we generate a backlog out here. Where did you take them just now? You took them back to blue circuit. I wonder where all these blue circuits are going. I mean, that whole station's about to fill up. I guess maybe it dropped off with the rocket pad. And that just consumed an enormous amount of them. Right, can I have some of these? And some of these. And some of these. And some of these. And maybe some of those. Good cross. You want to go north or south of this lake? You want to go south. Lake, I mean, it's more like an ocean. It's big. Fix this portion of the wall up. And then let's go get hooked into the robot grid. You guys good here? Yeah, except for that mounting attack, you're good. Oh, you bitch. Why don't you just tile nicely? Well, that'll do. Okay. That's not going to reach, so instead you're going to need to do something like this. 2, 3, 4. You want it to go like there. And then you can pull it up this way. And you only need one more up here. Lovely news. So that is that whole wall covered by logistics. For the rest of these, we are going to need to build new stations. Let's go check on the steel plant and make sure the steel plant is doing okay. You doing fine down here? Yeah? You look like you're having a nice time. Got about half of them running. Do you have speeds on you now? No, you should carry them with you so that if you accidentally walk across any of your oil fields, you can just slap the speed modules in there. Because we're out of crude oil right now. Like, these just aren't running. That's a problem. Also, as long as you're up here, every time I walk past this old copper foundry, I'm going to take part of it down. Otherwise, I'm never going to make any progress on it. So we can trash all of those. We can trash all of these. We can trash all of these. And those are all just going to get fed back into the network and eventually upgraded to blue belts because they'll find their way into that chest. How are you guys doing down here? You're fine. I only have 9 drills on me. That's not enough to upgrade you. You're going to have to keep using the old drills for a while. I'm sorry that it has to be this way. Good enough for now. Yes, take this away from me. Empty it from my inventory. Oh, and they put it directly into the requesters. That's beautiful. I love this system, man. It works so well. They take all of my old garbage and then they turn it into new, slightly less bad garbage. So what do you need to build the next train station? You have enough rail. You probably need to grab train stops. You have signals, but a couple more chain signals would help. So give me a stack of those. You can have... Well, never mind. No, you can't. Give me a stack of these. Give me... You're going to be good on inserters. You're going to be good on all the chests you need. You're going to be good on rail. I think you have everything that you could possibly want. That's the... Wait, that's the wrong stop. We need to delete this. That's a trap. The one we actually want to be using is this. Yeah, the one with 2 stops. I don't see anything there that I can't just make on the spot or that I don't currently have in my inventory, so let's roll. Love that. Don't love that. Speed modules, in case we come across an oil field. I don't think there's any out there, but just in case. Just in case we find one. I think it is red circuits. I think the mall is consuming an impressive amount of red circuits right now. That should be enough. We can also dump them in any miners we find. These are starting to get low. Is there a train on the way? You're trying to head there, but can't. Oh. Right. I remember this issue. It's that it's trying to summon too many trains. How did I fix it last time? You set a train limit. Enable train limit 1. Anything... I need a way to find, like, can I... Trains. Stations. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Anything that is 141 iron plate drop-off needs a limit on it of 1 train. Now that I have 2 of those running around. This is going to be a little tedious. Why are you giving me exclamation mark 0? Ah, whatever. Train limit 1, you're good. Train limit 1, you're good. Train limit 1. It's probably going to be easier to just do this by hand. Train limit 1. What else would take metal? Plates. Not you. Not you. Well, not you? Yeah, not you. Not you. I don't think you do. Yeah, you don't. You probably do. Yeah, there's one. And then you do. None of you. You will. And then there should also be a copper plate over here that needs the limit as well. And I think that's it. No, batteries. Batteries take both. Is that it? I think so. I think you're good. Also, how's your uranium doing? It's still dropping, but not as fast as it was before. Alright, I think that'll resolve any potential snarls we have for a plate train that really wants to stop at the circuit factory but can't. We have a ton of unnecessary iron miners on this patch now. So let's make sure that productivity stays high. These are also starting to run dry. And then this whole line of power poles can go. Do you really want to give all of these speed modules? I don't think you have enough on you. That doesn't matter. Next time you come back to base, you can just grab more. I do not want any kind of iron ore throughput problems. Now, where's the station going to go here? I could just peel it off of this iron track, but eventually I want this double track line to come out somewhere around here. And I think it might be here to reach these big iron ore patches. So let's see how that would line up. Let's grab a section of track. If I put you here, you will just barely fit between both of those lakes. You won't fit between that lake. You'll fit between those cliffs. We would run diagonal track up that way. And it would hook in here. And then I guess we would turn after that lake. So yeah, I think that'll work. You need to go basically right here. So put that in as a marker. And then build back from that to figure out how you're going to connect the track diagonally. Also, just tidy up some of the rocks around here as well. Okay. Grab it again. tip Spidertron control. What? Okay. Thanks for letting me know. I don't think I'm going to be using a Spidertron anytime soon, but I appreciate the heads up. So here, and then probably down to about there, if I had to guess. And then we will want to find a section of angled track, which I think we can just use from over here. Because that's going to be about the angle that I want. Yeah, so run it right up against this cliff. Right about there looks pretty nice. Bring it up here to join in. And then find a turn for it. Oh, you're not going to have a good turn. No, well, no, because that's not the right distance apart. I'll just do it bespoke. There you go. There you go. Get rid of that rock. And then we need to pull you all the way down here. And then you're going to hang a sharp corner. Not quite. Still not quite. Is this why you feel like you got the rail wrong? I think it is. Well, why don't you do it right? That feels like it's one too far out. It's that. This is why you were having problems. Is because you don't have these lined up correctly. I think, anyway. We'll see if it wants to play ball on the other end. Nope, that's extremely wrong. It is impressive that it lets you overlap like that, though. I didn't think that would be one that it allowed you to do, but there it goes. And then you connect like this. It still doesn't look right. Like, it really doesn't look right. Are you supposed to come further? Why don't you just do this? Here's what you need to do. This is the way you should have done it in the first place. Is you know that this corner is correct. So copy that corner and just slide it up until it's mirrored. Like, that looks exactly right. And then that's the distance that it needs to be. So then you just copy this thing down all the way. Now, if this doesn't work at the other end, I'm going to lose my mind. But it'll work at the other end, surely. Why wouldn't it? I think you're going to have to build it. Yeah, you're going to have to build it yourself. I don't think you're going to get the right rotational energy on that thing. So that connects very well. That doesn't. That doesn't. That doesn't. This is the problem. God, for as nice as these diagonal corners are, they really do just make you hate your life sometimes. Because I'm pretty sure that's the width you want it to be. Alright, how did you want to connect? You're definitely not allowed to do that. That's even worse. Dude, how did I do it so nicely over here? Or is it because I turn them back on themselves and here I'm trying to do like a very elaborate... I think it's because here I'm trying to do an elaborate turn. Alright, fine. Then we'll take a slightly different tack. This is permanent track, so it's important that it looks good. Instead, take you. You're gonna come down like this. Yeah? Then, we can do a 90 down here. And we know that 90s work. My god, he's done it. Except this looks wrong. I think you need to come out like one more. No, maybe not. You know what? We're gonna say that's good enough. Alright, so it's a little bit of a funky track, but it works. And then we'll come find a place for the station. I am really tempted to take the lazy man's way out here and have one logistics network that covers this whole thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet, but... So we can have you live, like, back here, maybe. You guys start putting the station together. You're going to need one arithmetic combinator, and you're going to need one buffer chest. Then this is going to get plugged into the main line. You're going to get plugged into the main line. We're going to need to signal you. A little something like this. We're going to need to power you. But I think we can just pull off of the existing grid down here. So you should now be ready to summon trains. I need to give you seed logistics drones. You can have 10. And you can have 10. Oh, right, I have a ton of stone in my trash slots. That makes sense. And then we just need to set up the roboports. 1, 2, 3, 4. And start dragging them out this way. One, two, three, four. I'm going to slide you over like this. I'll just have you run on a diagonal. You can afford it. You just barely don't reach. That's so sad. And then you're going to get mad because you don't have landfill. Alright, fine. Fine, fine, fine. Fine, fine, fine. That one's never really going to do anything. It's just important to have it connect these two grids together. Same thing with you. And then these matter quite a bit more. These my drums? No. And then we'll drag you out this way. Somebody's mad. I guess there is like a base right out there. And then you need to figure out how to cover this diagonal in Roboport. So I think you're going to go like this. And then like this. And then you can bring these down. Yeah. And this is already a pretty big logistics network, so I think I am going to put another station down here. I'll just have this branch out, and that's going to be a really temporary track, because all of these resource patches are going to be handled by this main line in the future. So we'll power you, and then we'll go set up another station. There you go. There you go. Looking great, looking fine. Okay, good. Let's go set up one more. How are we doing on green circuits? A couple dips, but holding pretty steady at 6K, which looks like where it caps out. A solid 6K per minute. Not gonna complain. So you'll run through here. We're not gonna do any kind of grade separation on this interchange. It's just gonna be a real simple one of these guys into one of these guys. You're gonna need to signal that. Trains make decisions here, here, and here, and then they're also going to make decisions here, 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 and here, and I think that's all you need. Yeah, it looks like all you need. And then rail signals on the way out. And then we'll just extend this all the way out to this ball. Swing it up like this, grab your blueprint. Plug it in like so. Power that whole assembly. One buffer chest, one arithmetic combinator. Good. Yep, looking fine. And then tile this guy down. Again, you can just barely not reach. So, we'll double up at the end. And then we'll give you your seed drones. There you go. So, done, done, done. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Did I forget to give this network seed drones? I did. It doesn't have seed robots. Alright, we're gonna have to head back there and give it a couple of robots to kickstart it. The other ones are mad because they don't have repair packs, but that's just because the defense train is still figuring its life out, which, speaking of, you're loading. Please tell me you don't need to go here. You do. How is it possible that we're burning through this many red circuits? I wish I could see what was consuming them, because we are consuming up to 1,500 a minute. And given that one advanced circuit costs us 2 green circuits, that's half of our greens that are getting consumed by reds. So it's not surprising that they're vanishing out of the system. I just want to know what's building with red circuits beyond roboports. And it may just be roboports. But what else is building with reds that doesn't take greens? Oh, blue science as well, probably, huh? No, but blue science is kind of backed up. Yeah, at any rate. I bet you guys would like some speed 2s, huh? You like that? You want to burn through this patch even faster? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bud. Get it. And then as long as you're over here, you can rip this uranium belt out. You're good. Keep going. Okay, maybe it's also purple science. You know what? Research may actually be most of it. Maybe we should pause our research for a little bit. No, because I really want mining proud, though. Yeah, but you also really want to go to Fulgora. And once you get to Fulgora, you'll have EM plants, and your EM plants are going to solve your circuit woes forever. Alright, you're right. When you're right, you're right. And I think the fastest way to pause research is actually not to cancel research that's queued up. Instead, I think I'm just going to sever the belt that drops science off in the labs. So we're going to cut here, and we're going to cut here, here, here. And that will shut all of our science off, which is bad. We'll turn it back on when we go to Fulgora, just so that the space is doing something. But it'll let the green and red circuits back up enough that they start going to the main bus, which is where I need them to go. I guess you guys can have these as well. Knock yourself out. Don't say I didn't do anything for you. You have none flying robot frames. Oh, a green circuit train has dropped off here finally. Well, well, well. That should mean that you are getting fairly close to being able to depart. Because, yeah, you're finally making buffer chests. Why are you not making passive providers, though? You're not requesting passive providers. A flaw has been identified. And then logistics robots, you're waiting down here. For... What are you waiting for down here? Electric engine units. Which you're waiting for green circuits. All comes back to green circuits. At any... Oh god, I still have uranium ore on me. Let's go put that away. At any rate, turning the research off is going to contribute to doing more with our green circuits rather than having them vanish into becoming red circuits. I have plenty of spare parts on me to make logistics robots and construction robots. I need more robot hubs, maybe like another 30. They are all still going into the defense outpost train. Give me like 10, 20, 27. Sure. You're fine on power poles, you're fine on train stops, you are obviously fine on passive providers, take an arithmetic combinator or buffer chest. Go get some drones into that. You need more speed 2s as well. Grab those while you're here. Because there are oil fields to the south. And you will want to make sure that they are topped up. Like this guy down here, make sure he's got some speed modules in him. Should increase your oil production by a bit. Yeah, you're on the right track. Hello, steel pickup train. Lovely to see you. Glad you're out here doing work. Hope you're having a good time. There you go. You guys have fun. And then I'm going to go start working on the southwestern walls, if it's all the same to you. This copper patch is doing fine. This belt weaving is ugly, but I'm not sure if there's anything I can really do about it. No, wait, there is. What am I saying? You don't have yellow splitters on. Never mind. That will have to wait for next time. These have disgusting speed 1s in them. Gross. Get those out of here. There are no more oil wells to the south, so you're headed over to this patch now. You haven't yet moved the water train, even though it's in a very inconvenient location. So he's going to be waiting a little longer. You are in desperate need of speed upgrades. Because we got a lot of refineries down there. Now, the obvious choice would probably just be to fork off of this oil line. So we'd have one stop here that would probably include those, and then we'd have one stop here. Is that the way you're going to do it, though? Yeah, I think that's the way I'm going to do it. But I'm not going to split off the oil train route. I want to leave this dedicated. Instead, I'm going to go up to this intersection up here. Or not intersection, this corner up here, and I'm going to turn this into an intersection. So you're going to branch off here. You are going to branch off here. You are going to rejoin here. And then you are going to rejoin here. Seems like it works. This is a very live track, by the way, so don't do anything stupid. Do not ever set foot on these rails. This is like the main thoroughfare for all of your Molnor trains. And those guys run a lot. So chain here, chain here, chain here, chain here, chain here, chain here and here. Chain here. I don't know, probably. None of them are blinking angry at me, so... Signals with chef. I don't know, probably good enough. If a train ever runs into another train, we'll know. But until then, send it. So you can go about here. Pull you into here. Build all my new friends. I'm out of blues. How many do I need? 14. I'm gonna handcraft that fairly easily. Hook you into the power grid. And then start... Well, give it the... Oh, you were gonna get robot frames and you forgot, you fool. You'll be fine. You'll be alright. Just do it this way instead. Great. No problem so far. And then you're just going to come out a little. Like that. And then you're going to come up. Like that. You'll come around like that. This one will come around like that. This one will come around like this. And eventually, when a train shows up down here, these walls will get built. Because apparently we never finished them. Whoops. My bad. So, let's go grab a couple extra flying robot frames so I have enough logistics drones to seed these last 2, maybe 3 stations. There should be some remnants in the train station here because it won't have fully loaded the last train. Yep, sure enough. Say 50 will probably be enough. You are good to cross. You're down to 168 rail. Alright, so where would you want this rail to go? Well, you're going to want to hit this iron, that iron, this stone, this oil, this coal. So you probably want to turn south here, and then you would want to hit a diagonal along here. That would probably take you south of that cliff face. So I think that's the cliff face that we're looking at lining up against. Probably not that aggressively, actually. Or that. This might be a true 45-degree turn. Is it this cliff face here? Yeah. It is going to be a true 45. Alright, well, at least that'll make lining things up easy. You're going to go like that. That's probably enough space. We'll take you back to cardinal directions at this point. Run up through this little forest. Probably gonna run out of track. Here's your 90. Here's your other 90. Juice your oil production a bit. Yeah, you're down to 43. You're gonna have to go all the way back home to get more rail. Can you make any on you? No, you don't have steel. You don't have stone. I can find stone. I can find stone out in the wilderness, like a survival hunter. Look at all of it. Oh, right, it's in my trash slots. Stop trashing now. Okay, now we're out of iron. That's going to be a larger problem. We're still not going to make it to this wall. Do you ever want to get off the diagonal? I'm not sure. Let's find out. Doesn't look like you'll need to. It looks like that diagonal will run you directly past that iron patch in a way that's going to be really aesthetically pleasing. Now, it's going to make your wall gap a nightmare that this train eventually passes through. So that sucks, but it's going to look really cool. And that's good. Green outpost. You're probably going to fit right about here. We'll leave room for an artillery wagon to come in there eventually. Not an artillery wagon per se, but the train that supplies artillery shells. Whenever we decide we want to build that, and then you're going to come up here. You're going to plug into that. We're going to signal you. Works for me. And then we got to go pick up more rail from home base. Wonder if the oil train is on the way. No. I can hitch a ride from something leaving here, though. Like a calcite train. Yeah, I can summon a calcite train out here. Hey, you. Oh, you're not gonna get summoned because the station's full. I'll wait for something to stop by. We can hitch a ride back to base on something eventually, surely. We saw all the trains that were coming in and out of here. It should be summoning a copper ore train at any point here. Because it's run out. Yeah? No? Yeah, here it comes. We'll be here in a bit. Lo and behold. Now, I don't know where you're going to drop me off, but that's a problem for me like 30 seconds from now. We'll figure that out when we get to it. Where are you going? Oh my god, it's perfect. You're going basically exactly where I wanted you to go. That rules. Have I mentioned just how much I love this train network, by the way? And it's not even its final form. Like, we haven't decorated any of the track or anything like that. It just goes. You have time. And then as long as we're here, let's rip up another part of the old copper smelting factory. Slowly make progress on tearing this whole thing down. Find out who's texting me at 10 p.m. on a Saturday. 10 p.m. feels like it's an automated text. Yes, it is an automated text. That makes sense. Can rip this whole junction out now. Okay. And we'll do another rack of these. And we'll call that good for the time being. Defense train? What are you up to these days? Waiting on the logistics robot. But electric engines are finally running. Okay, I think we did successfully identify what was eating all of my red chips. I think we worked it out. Make sure that wasn't a load-bearing power line. Everything in the base looks like it's still on. So I'm going to say no, it was not. If you guys could take all this junk away from me, it would be greatly appreciated. Dude, as soon as those logistics robots turn on, oh man. Oh man. I do think I need to rename a bunch of these stations though. Like these are all supposed to be 121 defense drop-off, but they're not in the template. So you need to get renamed. You need to get renamed. I think all of these should be good. 121, 121, 121. That station's actually like, I don't need anything, I'm good. That's crazy. Crazy good news, but crazy all the same. And then you, 121. All right. Anything else you needed up here while you were visiting? No, I don't think so. All right, let's head back down. I could wait to catch a ride from something, but yeah. No, I can catch a ride on a... No, you can't catch a ride on a calcite train. The destination stations are disabled. They will not drive there. You're hoofing it. There's a lot of open land out here for a potential factory. We could fill all of that up with something. Stop by here quick, make a couple repairs. Good to go. Make your combinator, make your buffer. Build your track. Power your station. And then run your roboport. Beautiful. Coverage is almost perfect. and then run it the other direction. You guys don't have to build this track, by the way. Don't worry about all that. I was just planning some things. You can build this track, though. There you go. And then this one, we're not going to be able to grid it very well. So we're just going to put it somewhere that it has coverage. I'm surprised that wall holds up as well as it does. Alright. What do you still need? What are you upset about? Oh, right, blue inserters. Yeah, about that. The defense train will bring them, but I don't want to leave it without the inserters. You know? You know what I'm talking about? So let's go grab some. And then we will do this little corner of wall, which is going to be an extremely temporary rail line that like runs into this forest. And then we'll do you, which is probably going to split off this corner and run along that cliff and then up along that cliff. And then it's going to run straight out here. And there is going to be so many mines at the end of that line that it's going to be a very important rail thoroughfare for us. And then we're done. We can think about going to Fulgora, because it should be a fully automated defensive line. Can I hop on board this copper train? Yes, if you're quick. Going my way? Sort of. It gets me closer to the base than I would be otherwise. That's for sure. You can let me off here. That's good enough for me. Got extraneous belt here too. Chop all this off. And then why don't you just take the rest of it down as well? We'll do the whole thing. And then we're done. Never have to worry about it again. And then we gotta figure out what we're gonna put in all this space. I mean, we might do more weapons manufacturing stuff here. This might be a good place to put, like, chemical plants to make explosives. Because there's a water pipeline right across the rail line. And I guess if we really wanted to get greedy, we could just route the sulfur over here directly, rather than having the train do a giant loop-de-loop around the bottom of the structure, but we can figure that out for later. We do need to think about how we're going to automate cannon shell, artillery shell, rocket, explosive rocket, etc. Or I guess we could just branch it off of here and have it go the other way. We don't need the stone brick factory there anymore. But we'd need to call a stone brick train into the base, and we're not currently doing that. So we'll leave it for now. Maybe like 2 of these guys. Empty out all my logistics slots. No, take your time. I don't have anywhere to be. EEs are still running. But they ran out of lubricant. How the hell did they run out of lubricant? Lube train. What are you doing? Why are you waiting here? The station is closed. Oh. Yeah? No. Because you don't have lubricant buffer tanks hooked up. That's why. You'll need to circuit those as well. There you go. That should take care of it. Then, are you good to just head back? I think you're good to just head back and finish these last two stations. If you'd forgotten anything else, on your own head be it at this point. How's uranium holding up? It's dropping really fast, man. Where is it all going? Looks like it's all getting loaded into depleted uranium, which would be running it out here. But those are getting close to filling up, and you're not going to be consuming a ton of uranium. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be alright as soon as the uranium ammo tops itself off. I think we're just building a colossal buffer right now. I don't actually think our rate of consumption is that high. Alright, you guys finish this up. There we go. You are on and requesting trains. Good. We're gonna spur you off here and run you through here. This is gonna be such a weird little short line. So this is the gap that we want to hit. Right here. Run this out this way. I think it would be fun if I had you come up like this. No, you shouldn't do that. You should do it off of this track, because that's going to be the hardest one to get to connect. So you'll do that, and then you'll do this, and then you'll do this, and then you'll do this. Oh, that would be weird. But no, I'm not going to do that. We'll just do this the normal way. So here you have a choice. Here you have a choice. Here you have two choices. Outbound, outbound. And then signal the middle somehow. So like here, here. Here. Here and here. Here and here. Probably good enough. And then you come shooting through here. To about there. We're going to pull you up into a diagonal. Narrowly avoiding that power pole. if at all possible. And then looping around to here, and that's where the station is going to be. This little hidden forest retreat. You'll need a buffer chest and a decider or an arithmetic combinator. You will need to get plugged into the power grid. You are disastrously low on medium power bolts. Were you aware? I am now. Well, let's see how well we can make these fit without relying on them then. You should have enough, like, the wood power poles that you can make it happen. Yeah, you have like 130. You'll be fine. Here. Here. This is my favorite station of all of the stations so far. By a wide margin. You go here. And then you will go like here. It's all funky and diagonal. I guess I could get you to reach, couldn't I? I could get you to reach, I bet. You'd need one here. And then you can come back to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure it covers the southern end of the wall. Good. Lay all this in. This, I don't actually need you to build. That was planning for something that we're not quite ready for yet, because our artillery is still kind of doo-doo. And then right there should be full coverage. So yoink. Yoink. I think that's it. I think that is the wall completely covered with logistics support. Let's rename these last couple stations, which I think is literally just one station. And then I just want to see you work. 50 Logibots. You're not getting any electric engines yet. You're at 1.8 out of 2.4. I'm going to make... Did you populate that network? No. Good catch. I'm going to make like 50 Logibots by... 100 Logibots by hand, and I'm going to load them into the defense train just so I can see it work. And if I see it work, then I will be comfortable going to Flora. If I don't see it work, we'll continue debugging here. Thank you. So let's go pick up a couple flying robot frames. from the flying robot frame house. I guess you don't really need split track like that, do you? You don't. There's an easier way for you to do this. And it looks like this. Okay, actually it's just like really similar because of the radius of the turn. But there's only so much that I can really do about that. Whatever. Good enough. Good enough, good enough. Train coming. Off you go then. Everything that is currently missing materials or missing repair packs is something that the defense train should take care of. As long as the defense train works the way that I want it to. That's batteries. That's not electric engine units. So let's run up here. Also, take a look at Fulgora or Volcanus and see if Volcanus is ready to send speed 3s yet. It's at 37. It's not ready. If you really want to be shipping speed 3s in bulk, I think you're going to have to scale up the amount that you're producing. Also, speaking of the amount that you're producing, that copper mine's about to die. Whatever. I just get to Fulgora. Just get to Fulgora. It's that easy. Go to Fulgora. It's going to fix all of your circuit problems. Everyone will be so happy. Build these Logibots. And I'm going to ride along in the defense train. Because that should be at least 50, maybe 100. All of these requests are filled except for logistics bots. You're not requesting either in these chests, though. That's true. You need to be doing that as well. Okay. Just hop on board and get ready to go. Because you're going to be ready very soon. Also, you don't need to load buffer chests into this thing, because you set the buffer chests up yourself. That's true, but I can fix it later. It doesn't matter right now. You're done producing already, huh? You only made 31? Where'd the rest of them go? Show me what's in your network. No, not that network. No, not that network. I don't know where they vanished to. But I'll go load another 50 flying robot frames in. Let's see how you like that. Where else would they be taking them? This should be the only thing that requests logistics drones. And yet... it doesn't feel like I've gotten all of them. What are you doing up here? You hiding any in these Storage chests? Doesn't look like it. Hmm. 41 and 14. There's 11 in here. Why are you not inserting? Oh! Oh, that's a big problem. That's a major problem. It's a fixable problem, but it's a major problem. All of these inserters need stack size 1. Otherwise, they're going to try and insert things that they can't actually finish inserting. Like they just have all this garbage in their hand, and they can't finish putting it into the train because the stack is full. Which means that as soon as you finish this train is going to leave. So set it to manual so that it doesn't try and run away. Now that does mean that this train is going to load relatively slowly when it gets back to base, but I can't think of a better solution right now. You're at 45. And that's because there's going to be extra logistic pods in like these chests that aren't in those chests. So now you should be full. Is this true? No, you're still missing something. What are you missing? That's fine. Walls. Do I not have a factory making walls? You don't have a factory making walls. Alright. No, wait, that's wrong. Hold on. Okay. Wire you. Wall stack to 100. So that's going to be less than 100 times 40. You're going to make wall. You're going to request stone. Stone does get shipped to the bus right now. It is this station all the way down here. So you should now request wall, which means I can set you to automatic because these drones are going to come and dump the rest of these walls into your inventory very shortly. Everything else either gets made here or gets made at the ammo factory. I think we're almost ready. I'm gonna handcraft the last couple. Give me 300 stone. 300 stone bricks should be pretty good. What's in your hand? What are you holding? You're holding a laser turret. Why would you try to hold a laser turret when the train car can't hold laser turrets, my friend? Answer. Answer me. He doesn't know. Some dumb inserter. He doesn't know any better. Shouldn't get mad at him. This loading section is still so janky. Let's go! Defense train moves. Where are you going? You're going here. This station is currently requesting logistics drones, construction drones, roboports. It's requesting everything. It looks like something has never stopped here before. So everything should be getting unloaded. We should be able to watch these requests rapidly drop. Yep. So now the only thing it's missing is walls, requester chests, which it's not unloading because you're not carrying requester chests. These, the buffer chest slot needs to be a requester chest slot. So let's fix this on the fly. Requester chest. You need to be fast. You need to do this before it gets to the station. Just in time. You're going to go to ammo next because you're going to attempt to fill up on ammo. I could use an interrupt to control this, but I'm not going to. You stop immediately. It'll waste a little bit of fuel, but like, who cares? Fuel's free. It's all oil products. Now you're going to go to defense mall. You're going to fill up on a bunch of junk. All of your Logi bots, all of your construction bots are gone. From one car, but not from the other car. You're going to load. You're going to need to add requester chests to... No, they're on there already. They should load. Yep, they're loading. This all looks fine so far. All of these hands are stuck carrying something they're not supposed to carry right now. And that's because more than one hand can try to put in more than one item at a time. Yeah. This system can still deadlock. You would need to have one inserter dedicated to each item type, which means you'd really want to try and get under 12 items in the train. And right now you're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You'd need to cut 5 items from this train. You could cut the storage chest and the passive provider, because you bring those along when you build the outpost. That'd put you at 15. Here's the other thing that you could do. This is the sloppy way to do it. You two only do walls. And same for you guys down here. You two only do repair packs. Give me that. And then same for you. And you two only do laser turrets. Same for you. So what does this accomplish? Well, nothing. But when we do it in tandem with full cargo inventory or 30 seconds have passed, then we produce a train that will run more frequently and will carry the essential things that these outposts need to maintain themselves, but won't necessarily carry all of the items that it needs for construction all the time. And I'm willing to call that good enough. Let's go to Fulgora, shall we? Let's turn the labs back on. And let's go to Fulgora. If it doesn't work, we have a tank. somewhere. Check your tank. Check your tank and make sure your tank has everything that you need to fix this place if necessary. Are you the guy? You're not the guy. Where's the other tank? Where's my other tank? Here? Last week I was in my other tank? Yeah, that's it. You have repair packs, you have bullets, you have walls, construction bots. I'd like to give you a few more construction bots, though. And you probably want, like, backup laser turrets as well. So here, take 50 laser turrets, take 50 construction bots. And that'll probably be good enough. So we're going to park you back here so that you're easy to find. And if anything breaks on the surface, that is going to be the tank that fixes it. Put all of this away. Put all of this away. And let's go to Fulgora. Did I set the... Is everything ready on the ship? Yes, it's exactly the same ship as Volcanus, which means it should run just fine. Let's go. You forgot construction bots. You're so right. Fortunately, they exist in logistic storage, and you can request... How do you request something to get sent up? Do this. Miscellaneous. For miscellaneous, how many can you send up in one rocket? 50? No rocket silence accepting automated coastal space platforms. I can fix that. You're allowed to do that one time. You should be... God, are you not in the same logistics network coverage? No, you are. You should be able to request construction. You don't have construction bots. Well, you know what? Fine. We forgot to take construction bots with us. Did I not research for glory? I didn't research Fulgora. Whoops. Oopsie. Alright, we're gonna hang out on this science platform for a little bit. You think you guys could pick up the pace down here? It's fine. We forgot construction bots. We're just gonna go construction botless. We don't get them. We forgot to bring them, so we don't get them. Defense train? What's your problem? You're waiting for 30 seconds to pass. But isn't there an extra problem here where you're going to have a bunch of stations that are requesting things that they can never have? Yeah, that is going to be an issue. An issue that you can fix if you just do this. Rather than everything less than 0, just set it to if you have non-repair packs. Well, then why are you mad? Oh. Less than or equal to 0. So if at any time your repair packs hit 0... No, that's not going to do it either, because your repair packs are always going to be at a static -20. Because you're requesting 20 of them, right? Yeah. So if it's ever less than or equal to... If it's ever equal to -20. No. If it's ever less than 0. This one has repair packs in a storage chest. But you're reading requests. Shouldn't you be... Oh, your request is fulfilled. Of course. It's so obvious when you put it that way. I think this works. I think this works just fine. Probably. I mean, if not, there's nothing we can do. We're on the rocket to Fulgoro already. We can't just turn around. We can't just, like, drop to the planet. So you have 16. You want 20. This station should be requesting. It is. I think that has fixed it. Where is the defense train right now? You're heading to a drop-off. Which one? You're heading to one that needs repair packs. So that's a good start. Are you also going to unload some concrete here? Yes. And you have construction drones going to build stuff with it too. Okay, so that works. This station should shut off now because it hit its 20. Good. 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 I think this is working. I think this is performing its intended function. So we'll just wait to head out to Fulgora here shortly. How's Volcanus doing in the meantime? Volcanus chilling. Our coal demand has dropped off pretty substantially, which is nice. I see a lot of sulfuric acid pump jacks that are not running, which means our power is in a pretty good place. Our calcite is holding steady. And we've got lots of extra territory from destroying some biters with our tank. We should also be able to take both of those spots if we start running out of calcite. We have the world's tiniest tungsten ore patch, and I'd really like to see if that's a medium biter or a small biter, because if that's a small biter, 13 million tungsten ore is going to have us set for a very, very long time. That's like the biggest patch anywhere. But we're really sipping on just normal tungsten right now. It doesn't look like we're consuming it that fast. So I think Volcanus is set for the long term. I don't have any concerns about Volcanus. Nauvis, everything is still horribly patched together. But it's kind of getting there. This looks like it got the repair packs it wanted. A couple other places still waiting for repair packs, but the train should be working on sending them. Yeah, it sent some over here. That looks like it's handling itself just fine. Some good automated repair. I think it works, man. I think it works. Let's go to Fulgora.